Science is an important part of our everyday life, even more than we notice. From our fancy gadgets to the technologies we can't live without, from our humble light bulb to the space explorations, it's all gift of science and technology. Hello friends, I'm Sidharth P, introducing some of the greatest scientists with extraordinary minds to you who made life easier for us. Chandrasekhara Venkataraman, known as C.V. Raman, won the Nobel Prize for Physics in 1930 for his pioneering work in scattering of light. Born in Tiruchirappalli on November 7, 1888, C.V. Raman was the first Asian and the first non-white to receive any Nobel Prize in the sciences. C.V. Raman also worked on the acoustics of musical instruments. He was the first to discover the harmonic nature of the Indian drums, such as tabla and the mridangam. He discovered that when light traverses a transparent material, some of the deflected light changes in wavelength. This phenomenon is now called the Raman scattering and is the result of the Raman effect. Before his death in 1970, Raman told his students, "Do not allow the journals of the academy to die, for they are the sensitive indicators of the quality of science being done in the country and whether science is taking root in it or not." Satyendranath Bose was born on 1 January 1894 in Calcutta. He was an Indian mathematician and physicist specializing in theoretical physics. He is best known for his work on quantum mechanics in the early 1920s, collaborating with Albert Einstein in developing the foundation for Bose-Einstein statistics and the theory of the Bose-Einstein condensate. A Fellow of the Royal Society, he was awarded India's second highest civilian award, the Padma Vibhushan, in 1954 by the Government of India. A polymath, he had a wide range of interests in varied fields, including physics, mathematics, chemistry, biology, and mineralogy. He had interests in philosophy, arts, literature, and music also. He served on many research and development committees in sovereign India. Born on October 30, 1909 in Bombay, Homi Jahangir Baba played an important role in the quantum theory. He was the first person to become the chairman of the Atomic Energy Commission of India. Having started his scientific career in nuclear physics from Great Britain, Baba returned to India and played a key role in convincing the Congress Party's senior leaders, most notably Jawaharlal Nehru, to start the ambitious nuclear program. Baba is generally acknowledged as the father of Indian nuclear power, but few people know that he was absolutely against India manufacturing atomic bombs, even if the country had enough resources to do so. Instead, he suggested that the production of an atomic reactor should be used to lessen India's misery and poverty. Born on October 19, 1910 in Lahore, British India, he was awarded the 1983 Nobel Prize for Physics for his mathematical theory of black holes. The Chandrasekhar limit is named after him. He was nephew of C.V. Raman. Chandrasekhar became a United States citizen in 1953. His most celebrated work concerns the radiation of energy from stars, particularly white dwarf stars, which are dying fragments of stars. Born on December 22, 1887 in Tamil Nadu, Ramanujan was an Indian mathematician and autodidact who, with almost no formal training in pure mathematics, made extraordinary contributions to mathematical analysis, number theory, infinite series, and continued fractions. By age 11, he had exhausted the mathematical knowledge of two college students who were lodgers at his home. He was later lent a book on advanced trigonometry written by S.L. Loney. He completely mastered this book by the age of 13. With that, he discovered sophisticated theorems on his own. He faced a lot of health problems while living in England, due to scarcity of vegetarian food. He returned to India and died at a young age of 32. Ramanujan's home state of Tamil Nadu celebrates 22 December, Ramanujan's birthday, as State IT Day, memorizing both the man and his achievements. Considered as the father of India's space program, Vikram Sarabhai was born on 12 August 1919 in the city of Ahmedabad in Gujarat. He was instrumental in setting up of the ISRO when he successfully convinced the Indian government of the importance of a space program for a developing nation after the launch of the Russian Sputnik. In this quote, there are some who question the relevance of space activities in a developing nation. To us, there is no ambiguity of purpose. We do not have the fantasy of competing with the economically advanced nations in the exploration of the moon or the planets or manned spaceflight. But we are convinced that if we are to play a meaningful role nationally and in the community of nations, we must be second to none in the application of advanced technologies to the real problems of man and society. He was awarded the Padma Bhushan in 1966 and the Padma Vibhushan after his death in 1972. Born on 9 January 1922 in Raipur village of West Punjab, Khurana was an Indian-American biochemist who shared the 1968 Nobel Prize for Physiology or Medicine with Marshall W. Nirenberg and Robert W. Hawley for research that helped to show how the order of nucleotides in nucleic acids, which carry the genetic code of the cell, control the cell's synthesis of proteins. In 1970, Khurana became the first to synthesize an artificial gene in a living cell. His work became the foundation for much of the later research in biotechnology and gene therapy. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, born on October 15, 1931, is an Indian scientist who worked as an aerospace engineer with Defense Research and Development Organization (DRDO) and the ISRO. Kalam started his career by designing a small helicopter for the Indian Army. Kalam was also part of the INCOSPAR committee working under Vikram Sarabhai. In 1969, Kalam was transferred to the ISRO, where he was the project director of India's first indigenous satellite launch vehicle, SLV-3, which successfully deployed the Rohini satellite in near Earth's orbit in July 1980. He also served as the 11th President of India from 2002 to 2007. Kalam advocated plans to develop India into a developed nation by 2020 in his book India 2020. Born on 15 September 1860, Sir Mokshagundam Visvesvaraya was a notable Indian engineer, scholar, statesman and the Diwan of Mysore during 1912 to 1918. He was a recipient of the Indian Republic's highest honor, the Bharat Ratna. He has the credit of inventing automatic sluice gates and block irrigation system, which are still considered to be marvels in engineering. Each year, his birthday, 15 September, is celebrated as Engineers Day in India. Since river beds were costly, he came up with an efficient way of filtering water through collector wells in 1895, which was rarely seen anywhere in the world. Hope you liked my video. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.